you know that business email scams have cost companies around the world billions of dollars over the last decade? Not thousands, not millions, billions. And some of those scams didn't come from hackers hiding in dark basements. They came from luxury penthouses with marble floors, designer closets, and views of the Dubai skyline. One of the most famous names ever linked to that world, a man who called himself Hush Puppy. From private jets and Rolls Royces to handcuffs and an 11-year federal prison sentence. This is the rise and fall of Instagram's most controversial billionaire. If you were on Instagram between 2016 and 2019, you definitely saw him. Gucci from head to toe, private jets like taxis, shopping sprees that looked unreal. Ramon Abbas, known to the world as Hush Puppy, built an image of extreme wealth. He positioned himself as a real estate mogul and global businessman living his best life in Dubai. He didn't just post luxury, he weaponized it. His captions were bold, sometimes arrogant. He clashed publicly with Nigerian celebrities, accusing musicians like Phyno and Ice Prince of wearing fake watches. Imagine that, an Instagram personality calling out mainstream artists over authenticity. He had over 2 million followers at one point. To many young people watching, especially across Africa, he represented something powerful: escape, elevation, success. But behind the filters and designer logos, investigators say there was a very different operation happening. So what exactly is a business email compromise scam? Here's how it works. A scammer impersonates a company executive, lawyer, or supplier. They send an email that looks completely legitimate. The message says something urgent like, "Wire $750,000 to this account immediately." Because the email looks real, same logo, similar address, corporate tone, the company sends the money. Except the account belongs to criminals. According to US prosecutors, Hush Puppy was involved in coordinating and laundering funds from schemes like this across multiple countries. We're talking about US law firms, banks, international businesses, even an attempted fraud involving a Premier League football club. One scheme alone involved nearly $1 million from a law firm. This wasn't small-time internet fraud. This was organized, international, structured. And while all this was allegedly happening, the Instagram posts kept coming. Luxury watches, designer collaborations, birthday parties in elite hotels. The lifestyle wasn't fake. The source of the money was the problem. Then came June 2020. Dubai police launched what they called Operation Fox Hunt. In a coordinated early morning raid, officers stormed multiple luxury apartments, including Hush Puppy's penthouse. Authorities later released footage showing armed officers entering high-end residences, luxury cars seized, stacks of cash, hard drives, and dozens of phones allegedly linked to fraud operations. The same man who flexed online daily was now in handcuffs. It was one of the most surreal internet moments of that year. Shortly after his arrest, he was extradited to the United States to face federal charges. And once you enter the US federal court system, things get very real, very fast. In 2021, Hush Puppy pleaded guilty to conspiracy to engage in money laundering. That plea meant he admitted to participating in schemes that caused millions of dollars in losses. According to court documents, he worked with international cybercrime networks and helped move stolen funds across borders. In November 2022, he was sentenced to more than 11 years in federal prison. 11 years, from penthouse suites in Dubai to a US prison cell. He was also ordered to pay millions of dollars in restitution to victims. And just like that, the Instagram empire collapsed. No more luxury posts, no more motivational captions, just silence. Hush Puppy wasn't just a man with money. He became a symbol in an era where social media often equals status. He mastered the algorithm of envy. He understood presentation. He understood aspiration. He understood that perception can become reality online. For years, people defended him. Some said he was just smart. Some admired the boldness, others ignored the obvious question, where is the money coming from? But cyber fraud isn't victimless. When businesses lose millions, employees lose jobs, projects collapse, real people feel the impact. His story forces a bigger conversation. Is fast money worth it if it comes with federal consequences? The rise was flashy, the fall was federal. Hush Puppy's story is a modern cautionary tale about image, ambition, and the illusion of online success. In today's world, you can rent the lifestyle, you can post the luxury, you can build the persona, but eventually the paperwork catches up. What do you think? Was Hush Puppy a calculated mastermind who got too comfortable, or was this always going to be the inevitable ending?